Hi, it's David Bromley here. Later in part one of the Winner's Edge videos, I said most people think they know what system traders do, but they don't. And I've had a number of people ask me if I can expand on this or what did I mean by this comment. Well, I said only if you can answer yes to two questions can you really call yourself a system trader. Question one was, do I trade a system that I've tested rigorously and that possesses or appears to possess an edge? And the second question is, could I go on holiday for, say, a month, explain my trading rules to somebody and know for a fact that when I got back they would have done exactly the same trades, precisely the same way I would have done them? And only if you can really say yes to this can you call yourself a system trader. So why is this important? Well, to be successful with the trading system, you have to be able to test it. And to be able to test it, you have to be able to specify the rules to a computer. And in order to specify the rules to a computer, you have to have them absolutely precisely nailed down. And the system has to be what I call a complete trading system as opposed to a trading system as it is often discussed. And these words are bandied around quite casually. So 10 years ago, I wrote a report called The 7 Elements of a Complete Trading System. And I've identified every one of these elements and I'm going to go through them now. I've got some notes just to make sure that I don't overlook any. So I'm just going to jump straight into these and explain what the 7 elements are. So the first element is what to buy. And incidentally, I'm talking about, in this particular example, a system that is buying and taking a long position, but if you're selling and taking a short position, it's the same principle. What to buy is your market selection. In my own stock trading strategy, the system I came up with to begin with that I tested broke even. You know, it was okay, but I wouldn't have made any money, and after the costs of trading I would have been losing money. And it wasn't until I designed an adequate market selection element for my system and tested that it turned it into a winning system, which is often the case. So there's lots of opportunity to trade different markets, but your system has to have a mechanism or an element built into it that is designed to determine which markets you're going to trade. The second element is when to buy. And this is the first of 4 trading system rules within these 7 elements. Most people, I think of trading systems as a way of knowing when to buy. So I think this is a kind of the casual way people think about trading systems. It's the market entry signal, and it's important, but we'll come on to the rest of the elements as well. The next element, which is element 3, is how to buy. And this is the second of the 4 system rules. And this is talking about the type of order that your system is going to use. Could be a stop order where a specific price is identified and specified that when the market reaches this price, that's the point at which you're going to enter the trade. It could be a market order. So it could be that you're going to take a position with your system at the best price the market can offer at that particular point. But the important thing is, and there are a number of other orders that you can place, that your system has a specific order type within the rules of that system, because it can make significant difference to the results. And when you test it, you have to be testing the trading system the same way you plan to trade it. The fourth element is how much to buy, and I've talked about this a lot. This is the money management. This is the thing that comes where I address elements 2 and 3, or the parts 2 and 3 of best trading practice, and it determines how much risk you're going to take. So it has obviously a major bearing to how well you can stay in the game, which is a really vital thing for you to do. And it also controls the degree to which you can receive a reward, because the more contracts or shares you're buying or selling, the bigger your position size, the bigger the profits, and of course the bigger the losses, depending on whether it's a winning and losing trade. So this is the fourth element, and your trading system must contain a specific element that designed to determine what size position you're going to take. The fifth element is how to exit a winning trade, and this is the third of the 4 system trading rules. And this one's an interesting one, because I think how you exit a trade that's making money is the most difficult thing to do if you're not a system trader. And there's great potential, even if you are a system trader, to beat yourself up after the event, irrespective of what you do. We've all been involved, if you've traded, you've been involved in trades that you've got money in, that are making a profit. So how do you get out of that trade? If you leave it too long, you run the risk of giving some or all of your profit back. It's not a happy place to be. If you exit too soon, you run the risk of the market doing precisely what you hoped it would do after you've exited the trade, and watch it romp away and give you a potential profit, but you're too late to take it. So whatever happens there, you must have that specifically nailed down, that third system rule within your elements of your trading system. The sixth element is how to make a protective exit. So it's another kind of exit, but this time dealing with what you do if the market goes against you. And this is the last of the 4 system trading rules. You need to know what you're going to do when you're going to come out of the market if the market goes against you before you even place the trade. And there are a number of reasons why this is absolutely vital, which I will go into, but it will take some time to do that, and we'll do that in another video. But you have to know that, and that has to form part of your trading system. And then finally, element 7 is an element that I don't think many people really take much notice of, but again, it's vital when you're testing. And it's what to do if you're full. As you run your system, it will be triggering trade entries, and you'll be placing trades. But what are you going to do if a trade entry is triggered today and you've already committed all your funds, you've already got trades open, that mean you can't take that trading signal? Now, there has to be an answer to that question, what you're going to do under those circumstances, because those circumstances will arise. And if you haven't built it into your trading system, then yes, you can run tests and you can get results of those tests, but the test results will be worthless because they'll be overlooking a phenomenon that will arise in your real trading. So you have to have built into your trading system, when you test it, a rule that says, this is what I do under these circumstances. Again, to recap, to get anywhere and to enjoy success from system trading, you have to be able to test it. And to be able to test it, this trading system set of rules has to be complete. So you have to be a true system trader, you have to have identified all these 7 trading rules so that you can specify them to your computer. So I hope this has expanded on the comments that I made and given an insight into exactly what I mean by a kind of system trader as opposed to a true system trader. And if you address all these elements, that's the thing that's going to get you into that small group of traders who pass this test, this second test, and move on to potentially becoming successful. So please, depending on where you've watched this, please, if you could leave me a comment or questions about this material, I'll be more than happy to address them. Once again, thanks very much for your time. I appreciate it. I'll be in touch soon.